What's good, my people? It's your boy, MKZino CFC, and we're here on a good day. Quick disclaimer, apologies, I am sick right now. That's why I got the hood over, trying to keep warm. My voice really isn't there, but we still have to talk about it. We have to talk about the FA Cup performance today. Chelsea versus Port Vale, 7-0. And I think it's a very brilliant performance in the sense that we needed this win over the rumors and the talks we've had the last couple of weeks regarding Enzo Fernandez and Marco Correa. And it's a needed win because as I've said multiple times on the channel so far, the FA Cup I think is a must win this season. So yeah, we've had an international break, so it feels like it's been forever since we've made these type of videos. But 7-0, Chelsea 7, Port Vale 0. And we're going to start off quickly with the goal scorers today. Jorel Hato scores a good goal to start us off. Then there's João Pedro. Brilliant striker play from him to find a goal. Third actually goes down to an own goal for one of the Port Vale players. But it was really Cole Palmer that put it in for us. So get in, Palmer. Fourth goal, tossing Adarabrioyo, however you say his name, bro. Seems he's finally found his level, bro. League One, because he finally does what he's meant to do. Towers over a defender, smashes in a header to get us the fourth goal. Andre Santos, good header from a corner. I think we scored from 2 corners this game. Andre Santos was one of them. Sixth goal, Esteval, close to being ruled offside, but I think Esteval really deserved that goal. He was brilliant, and I did see at the end of the game he got man of the match. So happy for the guy. He's such a brilliant player. So now we're just hoping that he continues his performances against big teams, big clubs, stays fit, because he really is such a good talent. And the last goal was Garnacho penalty. He got the pen. He tried doing a step over. It kind of went into a hazard feint into the box. The defender brought him down. He gets the pen. He scores the pen. And 7-0 at home at Stamford Bridge. And there were some players that actually didn't score that I do want to highlight for having a good performance. And that is Malo Gusto. It seems he brought his form from France into this game. And he was really linking up. He was putting in some good crosses into the box. And I think he ended up getting 1 or 2 assists. I think he got 1. I think it was the tossing goal, if I'm not wrong. But he was really good today and did look really sharp. We saw the debut of 17-year-old, sorry if I butcher your name, Kavara McQueen. Exciting winger. He's doing well in the academy. He's doing well. He got called up for England. Not the national team, but the underage group. I think he was playing for under-19s. He did well there. So he got to celebrate his debut today. And the kid's a good player. So hopefully there's more to come from him. But yeah, talking about the overall performance today, it was beautiful. It was liquid football. It was smooth like butter, smooth criminal. Nothing more to say than a good performance. So yeah, we should be expecting to beat Port Vale. We did beat Port Vale. We're now in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Get in. This is a competition I've been saying we need to win, regardless of where we finish, because there needs to be some form of end product to the season. And we've already spiraled out of the Champions League. Top 5 is looking harder and harder. We have Man City at home next, and the board have decided to make it even harder by by banning Enzo Fernandez for 2 matches. Now, Enzo Fernandez has actually, during the international break, he has been claiming that he would like to live in Madrid one day. He's basically been flirting with Real Madrid, but he hasn't actually directly said, I want to move to Real Madrid at the end of the summer. I think there's talk of him wanting higher wages, and I think that's also adding fuel to the fire. So when he comes out with comments saying that he would like to live in Madrid one day, it's similar to Buenos Aires in Argentina. Um, yeah, throughout the international break, he was just flirting with Madrid. Every other day it was Madrid this, Madrid that, but not explicitly saying he wants to move to Madrid. And so the board have actually banned him for 2 games. He wasn't available for Port Vale today, that's why. And he won't be available for Manchester City at home. Now, I have a couple issues with this because, firstly, I think he shouldn't have been banned for the comments he made. Marco Correa also made similar comments about possibilities of him living in Barcelona. We do know he did come from La Masia, but they're almost the exact same comments. I don't know if it's the frequency of the two individuals or how many times they're repeating these comments, but I think it's ridiculous. 'Cause I may be wrong. I haven't seen anything about Marco Correa being banned, but I think it's ridiculous in the sense that they've if there was a ban for Enzo Fernandez, it should have been for Port Vale, and not for Manchester City because that's a big game. And it seems like the owners are now self sabotaging because we need points, even if it's Manchester City. We need the points to get to top five, and it's a small club mentality. If we're going to that game to lose, just so Arsenal don't win the league, so we can help Man City win the league. So Arsenal, that's a small club mentality. That's Tottenham mentality. We should be going into the game to win. If Manchester City do end up winning, but we did put up a fight, we did actually turn up wanting to win, that's a different story. So I think it's a bit of self-sabotage, um, you know, banning one of your best players on the bench against one of the best teams in the league, the best team in the league in the last couple of years. So it's absolutely ridiculous. And we can kind of see the board trying to spin this narrative, trying to make it seem, oh, Enzo Maresca was flirting with Manchester City. He's getting out the door. Enzo Fernandez is flirting with Real Madrid. He's getting no. We have to remember at the end of the day, the real problem is the Chelsea board. This is where I'm really gonna conclude our video. Even today in the game against Port Vale, the subs coming on, Delap, Garnacho, these are not guys that are gonna propel us to win the Champions League. That are gonna, make us compete for Premier League titles. So the model is not working. It's been what 4 or 5 years of this ownership now, and we've seen no progress. And the one time we have seen progress with the manager, known as Enzo Maresca, he overperformed in his first season. He wins the Conference League. He gets us Champions League football. He wins the Club World Cup. He quite literally overperformed, and these idiots still decided to sack him because they can't admit when they're wrong. They want to stick to this model of selling players for profit. And again, in that international break, we see Chelsea's has reported the largest financial loss in Premier League history. It's ridiculous. So it seems even their strategy, obviously it wasn't accounting the Club World Cup, it wasn't accounting profits from the Club World Cup, profits from Champions League this season, but it's ridiculous. It really does seem like they're running the club into the ground, and it is starting to become a problem with the fans. We're not seeing any progress football wise. We're not seeing any progress financial wise. At least that's what we're seeing from the reports. So yeah, I'd like to say, just to conclude this video, even if they try and spin the narrative that it's the manager's fault, it's the player's fault, we really know who's at fault here. The owners are really hard-headed, stubborn, and they can't admit that they've got it wrong. They've got it wrong in the sense that we've got all these players, we're always signing these new young talents, blah blah blah, but we're not competing for the trophies we should be competing as Chelsea Football Club. So yeah, I'd like us to keep that in mind. I'm seeing people are organizing protests. I would honestly go if I was in London, if I was going to watch a Chelsea game. Because if you're going to watch the game, you might as well turn up 30 minutes earlier and, during the protest, because at the end of the day, they're destroying the club. We've just been embarrassed in the UCL. What was the aggregate score? 10-2 or something. We were absolutely embarrassed. We're spiraling down the Premier League right now. The FA Cup is our only hope of a decent season, really. And we still have Arsenal that are playing Southampton right now, and I expect Arsenal to win. Manchester City just smoked Liverpool 4-0. So we still have tough teams to play to win, the FA Cup. Liam Rousini has already been spanked by Arsenal multiple times. So, yeah. But to conclude the video, it was a great win, 7-0. Definitely the positive energy needed around the club. But let's not toot our horns a bit too much. Let's not blow our trumpets a bit too much. It was an expected win. We needed to win. It's just nice that it got up to 7. That we got to see all those goals. So yeah, next game is if I'm not wrong, yeah, we're out of the Champions League. Never mind. Next game is Manchester City at home, and of course, I'm expecting us to win. We have to go into that game wanting to win, because we should no longer be concerned about who's going to win the Premier League. We should be concerned about making Champions League football for next season. And if we don't, in my opinion, that's a sackable offence. And there should be more heat than ever on the board, because they said they needed 4 transfer windows or whatever for us to really judge them. And the time has come now where it's really now we really do need to judge them. So if we're not in the Champions League next season, we are no longer progressing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching that video. I appreciate it. Match reaction is going to come up for Manchester City after the game. We're possibly even going to talk about a couple Champions League scores, because I'll possibly be watching Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. That will be a really good game. But yeah, anyways, thanks for the support, for the vids. Even if you're watching it right now and I'm sick and I'm not feeling well, appreciate it so much. Subscribe, like, comment your thoughts, tell me everything. If I got anything wrong in the video, let me know. But yeah, it's been a good one. See ya. Up the Chels.